Hey traders, Harmonic ABCD pattern is a very classic price action pattern that is applied in technical analysis for making predictions trading financial markets. In this video, we'll discuss how to properly recognize this pattern. We will discuss how to apply that in trading. We will discuss how do we properly make predictions once we recognize this pattern. So if you learn technical analysis, it will be a very useful lesson for you. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and let's start. Right traders, let's start with the basics right here, and I want to remind you that the price never goes just up or down. We always see the zigzags. In case if the price is trading in a bearish trend, we see the sequence of the lower lows and lower highs, but at some moment the price always retraces. We see the correctional movements before the price sets a new structure low. And the same thing with the bullish trend. Yes, the market never just goes up. We see the retracements, we see the new higher highs, higher lows, but the market needs to correct itself. And only once we learn to perceive the price chart like that, only once we learn how to recognize these impulses, we can master technical analysis, we can master price action patterns, and we can apply them in trading. And ABCD pattern is just the variation of this zigzag movement, and let's discuss how it looks in practice. Hey traders, if you want more education, if you want to see how I apply these rules live and how I trade live, then you will definitely enjoy my premium educational group. There with the live streams I show how I apply my trading strategy in trading gold, trading silver, trading different currencies, trading cryptocurrencies. It is very useful if you are learning technical analysis and if you are trying to build a rule-based strategy. Don't forget to check my website. It is vasilytrader.com/private group. The link will be in the description below, or text me in one of the social networks. I will give you more details. Alright traders, let's start with the basics right here, and it is very important for you to remember that Harmonic ABCD pattern is based on three main elements. So first of all, we have the initial impulse, and here in this example we have the bullish Harmonic ABCD pattern. So the pattern here starts with the initial strong bearish impulse. Then at some moment the price finds the local low, and from that low we see the retracement, and then goes the second element, the so-called retracement leg. We call that also the correctional movement. And once the retracement leg is completed, once the price corrects itself, we see the second bullish impulse. The price sets a new lower low, lower close, and we call that the third element of the pattern. So you can see that in this pattern we have three impulse legs. We have the bearish leg, the retracement, and then the next bearish leg. And in case if we talk about the bearish ABCD pattern, it is just the opposite. So everything starts with the bullish impulse, retracement, and then new bullish impulse with the new higher close. But what makes this pattern harmonic? Why do we call that harmonic movement? The main thing here is about the length of the impulses in the pattern. So right here in this example we have three impulses, and if we measure the length of the initial impulse, if we take its high and draw a vertical line all the way down to its completion point, we can identify the length of the pattern, and we can easily measure that in pips. And the point is that once we measure the length of this impulse, once we make the projection of the length of that impulse from the completion of the retracement leg, you can see that the length of these two impulses, the length is the same. Yes, these impulses are equal. So the price moved the same pip value from this high to this low, and then from this high to this low. The movement is equal, but also there is one more harmonic element right here. One more harmonic element right here is time horizon. Each and every impulse has its time value. And right here, this short line right here represents the time horizon. Remember that on your price chart, the vertical scale is the price, but the horizontal scale is the time. So this line right here represents the time. And if we take this time horizon, and if we just compare that to the time horizon of this impulse, again you can see that they are equal. The time horizon and the length of both impulses is the same, and that makes this pattern harmonic. And it is very important for you to consider this both elements together, the length and the time horizon, because I know that some traders consider just, for example, the time horizon or just the length. And in my experience, I found that such an approach is not that efficient, and the perfect harmonic movement must combine the time horizon and the length. And once we see the movement rate like that, the completion point of the last impulse may give us a very nice point to catch a bullish movement. Not the market reversal, but just a pullback, a retracement. Remember that with this harmonic movement, the market is definitely trading here in a bearish trend. So we can catch just a pullback movement from the completion point of the impulse. Moreover, it is very highly recommendable that you execute the so-called key level check. The completion point of the impulse must lie on a key level. Once you have the key level on the left, it can be the key support or key resistance, it dramatically increases the chance that the pattern will play out. If you see just the harmonic ABCD pattern and you don't see any structure on the left, quite often this pattern will be false, and for you it will turn into a losing trade. But once this pattern is combined with the key level, with the key structure, the chances to catch a decent move increase dramatically. Alright, now let's discuss some examples, and on Aussie CAD pair on a daily chart I see a very nice potential harmonic ABCD pattern. To properly identify that, first of all we must follow the impulses. We follow the impulse legs, we draw the impulses, and we see how the price acted in the past. And just recently we saw this impressive strong bearish movement. Then we saw the retracement, and now the price goes lower. So here we have a very nice foundation for a harmonic ABCD pattern. What do we need to make it valid? First of all, let's underline the main elements of this pattern. So far we have the initial bearish impulse, and we also have the retracement leg, and now the price is already trading below the low of the initial impulse. So we already can make the projection. To make the projection, we simply copy and paste the initial bearish impulse, and we paste that to the completion point of the retracement leg. Then we simply underline the completion point of the projection of this bearish impulse. Then once we made the projection, we draw the horizontal line and we check whether we have any structure on the left, the key level check. And over here you see that we have a very nice historical structure on the left. So from that perspective, in case if the price completes the impulse in that point, we will consider that pattern to be valid. Yes, and briefly let's try to draw again the length of the impulse and the time horizon. Yes, so first of all here is the length of our impulse, and here is its time horizon. So if we project the length of that impulse, yes, from the completion point of the retracement leg, and if we take the time horizon right here, you can see how we identify the completion point of the pattern, and only if the length and the time horizon match, only then we will see that this pattern is completed and that this pattern is valid. And the last question is, in case if we see the completed formation of this pattern, in case if we see in case if all the conditions are met, where the price will bounce. And here there's a speculation about the targets right here. Some traders project the retracement leg, but I prefer simply rely on structure. In case if we see the completed pattern right here, I will expect the retracement to the closest strong structure. And my closest strong structure is right here, this historical structure. You can see that it was respected in the past multiple times, just recently it was respected. So in case if the pattern is completed, I will expect a bullish movement to this closest recent strong structure. And let's also discuss the example of the bearish harmonic pattern, and this time let's take the completed pattern, and here we will analyze silver for our chart. And again, right here you can see that we have a very nice bullish impulse right here. Yes, this bullish impulse can give us a very nice initial impulse leg for the harmonic pattern. Then we have the retracement. Yes, the price retrace right here, and here is the completion point of the impulse. So what we do right here, we simply copy and paste the initial impulse, and we drop that from the completion point of the retracement leg. And look what we have right here. Here we have a perfect example of a completed bearish harmonic ABCD pattern. And again, let's just briefly measure the length of the impulse right here. Yes, here it goes, simply drawing the vertical line, and here goes the time horizon. Yes, sorry, let's just make it strictly vertical. Yes, like that. Then we simply take the length, project that from the completion point of the retracement, then we take the time horizon, and you can see we have here very nice, very perfect harmonic movement. Yes, we see the wick above the completion point, but it is just the wick. Come on, the market is not that perfect, but still in my view it looks just very nice. But you can ask, Vasily, you said about the key level check. Where is the key level right here? Do you see any key level on the left? And yes, I do. Actually, right here we have a strong key level. You can see that on the left we have a very strong structure. And yes, the price went a little bit beyond that structure, but it is not the only thing that we have right here. If we just zoom out the chart, over here we can identify a very peculiar rising channel. You can see that right here goes the resistance of the channel, and here goes the support of the channel. Yes, so you can see how the price is perfectly following this channel. So our key level here is based actually on the confluence between the major strong horizontal resistance and the resistance line of the channel. Yes, so the key level check condition is met. And where the price will go after the completion of this harmonic movement, the price will go to the closest strong structure, and our closest strong structure is the support of this channel. Yes, so this is how we make the predictions with that. Hey traders, thank you so much for watching, and please let me know in the comment section which pattern you want to learn in the next videos. Also, don't forget to practice all the rules that I give you. It is very important for you to learn to recognize these patterns. It is very important for you to train your eyes to recognize the harmonic movements, and trust me, it takes time to properly identify and recognize them. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I will see you on weekend.